What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is amazing. Now let me get on the question and answer stream or screen or whatever the heck you want to call it, where we have the thingy dingies. Alright, so we got Ricardo. What's up, Ricardo? Mech, hello. Young, what's going on? Suspect, Palm, nice to see you guys today. Thank you for coming out. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you being here a lot. You guys are awesome. We definitely appreciate it a lot. So if you guys got game questions, feel free to ask, right? Feel free to ask away. Jamil, how's your day? Is the bug fixed, Mick? I haven't been on today yet to play, but I figured it would get fixed pretty quickly. Holy crap. That was almost really bad. I almost knocked over my little table with the computer monitor on it. Oh, that was scary. Jonathan, what's going on? Abstem Gamer, how's it going today? Awesome to see ya. But yeah, I'm glad they got it fixed. That was actually kind of a fun bug, to tell you the truth. I was having a good time with it. I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun with the crazy bug. Last night I was playing and my little invader was moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour and his little legs were flying around. Looked like they were ready to break off. He was going so fast. So I don't know, I wasn't too upset about it. Afsta, I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I'm probably not. What's up, Mac? But yep, I'm pretty glad the new Titan weapons are about to get nerfed. I think that's a good thing. They're a little bit too overpowered. I think they're still going to be very strong against other Titans, but right now, I think they're just a little bit too much. What do you guys think? Are you guys upset about it, or are you guys glad about it? That new Titan with those new weapons with an 800-meter range is just insane. Best weapon for Angler and Mars. I think for Angler, the Sonic weapons or like the Glory Halo type setup is very, very good. Those are probably my two favorite for the Mars. My third favorite would be the Harpoon weapons. If you don't have those, you go with Magnetars. Magnetars work really well with what's that thing? A Redeemer. Redeemer Magnetar is a very good setup. Jonathan, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to delete the Manny pilot or not. Probably not. Maybe they'll change its name to, instead of Manny, to like Yanny. I don't know. I think Manny was sort of considering maybe still playing War Robots, so I don't know what he's doing, guys. I don't know if he's leaving for good or if he's going to come back or what. The best module for Skyros and Behemoth. So for Skyros, generally you want to stay in the ball. If you're playing beacon games, I would say put 1 repair amplifier and 2 immune amplifiers on the Skyros. I think that works best. For Behemoth, I would probably run 1 Last Stand, 1 repair amplifier, and 1 nuclear amplifier. What if I put Gothic Fainter on Gothic Mars? Gothic Fainters are okay. What I don't like about the Fainters is they run out of ammo really quickly, and they kind of have a little bit of a long reload time. But the amount of damage they do is very good. I just think they run out of ammo too quick for the amount of reload time we have. So I don't know. I mean, they're good. But I would like to see them to be a little bit differently on the reload or maybe have more ammo, right? Robert, how you doing today? Jamil, nice to see you, buddy. He says, when the bunch of nerfs come, older bots gonna be good to run. Game's still gonna be dominated by Rooks, Newtons, and Reapers, though. Well, you know, the Reapers are getting a nerf, I think. They're not gonna fire as, like, they're gonna have a longer reload time, so you'll have more time to get rid of the Crisis Reaper. I think that's definitely gonna be a little bit better. Probably not perfect, but I think that is going to be a little bit better. Jonathan says all the bots from the Armored Core look like the Nether. Yeah, they kind of do, I guess. I hear you on that one. I haven't really played Armored Core. It doesn't look very fun to me. I've played some games very similar to that, but I've never really liked them, so it's not my style. Some people like that game, but definitely not my style. Robert, buddy, I don't know, buddy. He says, are you ready for the Newton Ophium Okachi meta? That new robot's like a mini Minos. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see what that robot does. I think it's going to be a very fun robot to play. It's going to be a pain, though, if there's like 5 of those out on the battlefield all at the same time. That makes things rough. So it's pretty interesting, but one thing I've noticed is when I play my older weapons, I tend to have much lower damage. Like last night I was playing with mainly the newer meta weapons, and I kept getting 6, 8, 10 million damage games constantly. To where if I play the older weapons that are still good, I get like 3, 4, 5 million damage games, so I guess if you want to have the high damage games, you almost have to have the new stuff. A Rochi Talon would be okay. I mean, the Talons aren't as good as they used to be. But yes, I mean, that would be okay if you already have the Talons. I wouldn't go leveling the Talons up if I didn't already have them. The Sonic weapons are my favorite Orochi weapons. In my opinion, those are the best on there. Riddick, he wants to know, what do I think of the rebalancing? Well, I think some of it's going to be good. Some of it, I don't know why they're doing it. I mean, personally, I'm a little worried that some of the robots, like the Nether and the Lynx, are going to be worthless after the nerf, but maybe not. They might not be so bad. I do think those things need rebalance, but I hope they don't kill them off. I love some of the buffs they're doing. Some of the nerfs I think we do need. I'm glad they're thinking about nerfing the new Titan weapons because they are too darn powerful. So as long as they truly balance them to where they're balanced, I'm good with it. But if they kill stuff off, that's where I'm like, no, I don't like that. Nothing should be killed off to the point where it's not worth using anymore. If they balance it to where it's good, but not overpowered, yeah, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't hit the heck out of it. How to use Ravana, or Ravana. I think his name is Ravana. So bottom line is you have to time the abilities. When people start shooting at you, go into the ability. Fire off a couple shots. When they start shooting again, go back into the... You got to use the ability to confuse the opponents. But it just takes a little bit of time to learn. It takes some time to learn the timing on the Ravana abilities. It's one of those deals where you're probably going to have to play it for a little while before you can truly understand how to play it. It's not an easy robot to play, and a lot of people struggle with it, but it's a really, really, really good robot once you get the hang of it. Mac Smith, what's up? Mech says nerf. Something about the nerf. I missed something. Ah, he doesn't care if they nerf the nether spear. I don't know why they're nerfing the spears. I don't think they need it. Supreme Noob, hello, hello. What's the best modules to run on the Indra? Alright, so on the Indra, I normally run 2 repair amplifiers. I'm trying to remember what module slots he has exactly. I believe I'm running 2 onslaughts and 2 repair amplifiers, if I remember correctly. Those seem to work really well. Now, I don't play my Indra that much, so I might not be the best person to ask about modules on the Indra. Let me open up the game and take a look and see if I can figure out what I was running on it. Supreme Noob, how you doing today, buddy? Supreme Noob's another YouTuber, guys. I just got to remember which slots the Indra has to let you know what I run on it. Some people really like those, what do you call those? Not the anti-controls, but the, I'll tell you in a second. I can't remember the name of the module. A lot of people like them, but I don't. Oh, man. Yeah, the Titan weapons on the Cossack, that was awesome. Oh, there's an update on the game. Supreme Noob, buddy. I am doing pretty darn good, I suppose. Glad your day is awesome. Alright, so with Ares, I think the Blight type weapons, like the radiation weapons, are really good, or the Pulsar and the Magnetar. Those are 2 of my favorite setups on the Ares. Or even the new grenade launchers, if you have them, they're very good. I like to play Ares from a distance because he dies really easily, so I don't like to get too close with the Ares. I like a good 500 or 600 meter range. Another thing that can work really well on the Ares is the Nucleon and Quarkers. Maybe not Nucleon, the Quarkers and the Atomizers, I should say. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering which ones are heavy, light, and medium. There's something like 3,000 weapons in the game right now, so. Cool Burr, what's up? Aminos with 2 Squalls and 1 Avora. Yeah, that would be okay. I mean, it wouldn't be preferred because the reload times are going to be a little bit weird between those weapons, but it'll definitely work if that's what you have. I do like to have, you know, matching weapons if possible, or weapons that seem to have similar reload times, because when one's reloading and the other one's shooting, that can get a little bit weird, especially when you have to let off of the trigger to let certain ones reload. Well, what is this? 5,500 Memoriam for $2.49. So at least the Memoriam is pretty inexpensive, right? I know nobody likes it, but at least it's cheap to buy so far. Alright, so let me go ahead and look at my Indra and let you know exactly what I would put on mine. So it's got 2 universal slots. Ah. Assault and defense. Alright, so I would probably put the Titan repair amplifier on the defense slot. I would put 1 onslaught reactor on the assault. And then I think I would go with 2 grand balance reactors on the universal. That's how I would run mine. Some people like the damage controllers on there, but I don't really care for it. For some reason, I've just really never liked those modules. Alright, so when is Seraph going to go in the workshop? I actually have no idea. I'm surprised he's not in there yet, actually. But the Seraph is getting nerfed, so the thing is, he might not be very good once the nerfs and buffs go live. Shresh, what's up, man? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Robert says, do not be afraid to hit that like button. And I agree. Hit that like. Likey. We would definitely appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Vortex, how's it going? Jamil says, I noticed that the phase shift is now affected by the Minos run and the Rook Slam. What do you mean? Nothing should be able to hit you or hurt you when you're in a phase shift. Are you saying when you're in a phase shift you're being damaged? Because that's not supposed to happen. There's nothing that should be able to get you in a phase shift right now. Jonathan says $2. So I've got 5,000 Memoriam for about $2.50. It's a special offer. I had that last night and I actually bought it, and I got another offer today for $2.50. So that's $10. That's almost enough to upgrade a pilot for $10. Let's just say you get 2 robots a month, and let's just say you get 2 robots in 1 month. 20, 30, 40 bucks is enough to upgrade some pilots, right? That's not horrible. I mean, I'd rather it not have to cost much, but I'm trying to look at it on the bright side. Most people can spend 20, 30 bucks a month, right? Most people can, not everybody. You got to try to look on the bright side sometimes. I mean, I don't make enough money to spend a lot on the games, but I can drop 10 or 20 bucks every once in a while. Oh, Butch. No. Butch is not a very good robot, Shane Huff. How you doing, Shane? What's up, Mac? Andrew, nice to see you. Mr. Tusk. Mr. Tusk. So, Butch is something that might do very good in lower leagues, but I think once you get up into the higher leagues, that's going to be a robot you're going to stop using eventually. So, I don't recommend putting too many resources into the Butch. Clash, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Thank you for being a channel member, guys. I see a couple of you guys here that are channel members. That extra support is always a big help to the channel. Thank you. YouTube pays us a lot less than you think, and the amount of work you put into YouTube is ridiculous. Between my 2 gaming channels, I probably spend 10 to 15 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. So for the couple $100 a month we make from YouTube, you know, that extra support really does help. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you to the channel members. Now, if I'm doing a question and answer, I can't sit here and read all the questions. So that's always going to be pre-recorded game footage on a question and answer stream. I'm not that talented, guys. Are ice rockets good on the Scorpion? You would thought, I don't think they're ideal because Scorpion, you want to get in, deal the damage as quickly as possible and leave. And the ice rockets do take a little bit of time to unload, so I don't think that's the best. Personally, that's not the best. It takes a little too long to unload the ammo on the ice rockets. Now, the ice rockets are going to be getting a buff, I do believe, on the next update, so that could possibly change things, but I won't know for sure till the buff goes live and I get to try it out. Vabab, what's going on? Nice to see ya. Scorpion with Orkin Mark II and Halo. You know what? I don't know about Orkins. I mean, if you have the new Orkins, the special edition ones, those are pretty darn good. But the regular Orkans, I played them not too long ago, and I was very disappointed with the amount of damage they were doing. So I think Halo's okay, but I don't think the Orkans are that wonderful. I mean, if that's all you have, yeah, you gotta go ahead and do it to it. But if you have some other stuff, I would try something else instead. Jonathan, I hope to hit 100,000 subs someday as well. Thank you. That would be amazing. Actually, I think views are more important than subs on YouTube. Subs don't mean much, but when your channel is getting views, that's when you start making more money, whether people are subscribed or not. You'd be amazed, but like 60 to 70% of my views are from people who are not subscribed to the channel. But there's a lot of people out there who will never subscribe to a YouTube channel, yet they'll log on every day to watch people's videos. So yeah, views are more important, I think. What's up, KOL? How you doing today? Mark II Valles. I don't know about that one. I don't know what your league you're in, but if I played a Valles in Champion League, I think it would get eaten alive in about 2 seconds. Andrew, there's actually a mothership that will give you stealth. I forget which mothership it is offhand, but if you drop the mothership on yourself, you will go into stealth. I think it's I think you have to have the lifesaver turret on your mothership is what it is. Mothership. Aurox, nice to see you, buddy. Thank you for watching my crazy channel and my videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the lifesaver that gives you stealth. I think if you have 2 of those little upgrade or Dorito tokens, whatever you want to call them, you can go into the store and buy the mothership turrets. But yeah, that's how they're doing that. I don't actually have a lifesaver. I guess a lot of people are running the roulette with two of the things that give you the extra durability plus the lifesaver. That would be a very nice setup, I think, for the roulette. Jonathan, Skyros is a turtle. Skyros is actually designed to be a turtle. I don't know why they didn't make it a spider, but it's a turtle. Turtle. Shane Huff just started a Scorpion build. Nice. Scorpion's a great robot, so I think you're going to be good with that. I think you're going to like that, actually. Jamil says, lifesaver is a real lifesaver sometimes. Fintuition, what's up? You know, I was actually thinking about buying a lifesaver, but I had some Mark III tokens, and I accidentally used them by mistake, so... I do that every time. I'm upgrading something, and all of a sudden, I accidentally hit the darn button to upgrade it, and I waste my stupid tokens. Oh well. What can you do, you know? Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think Scorpion's a great robot to build right now. If you're looking for just a little assassin that's going to make people angry, run in there, or I should say teleport in there, beat them up really quick, and teleport out. As long as somebody doesn't EMP or something when you go in, you're all good. I really like Scorpion. It's such a fun little robot. Vapab, I guess you didn't say I guess you didn't hear what I said because I see you're repeating your question there. But Mark II Orkans, I don't think Orkans are really that good, buddy. I was trying to play Orkans recently and I was very disappointed with the amount of damage. Like, I think the Halo's cool, but I would try to replace the Orkans with something else if you could. Oh man, I'm trying to read somebody's name there and I have no idea how to say that. The comment says Skyrose equals turtle, but I have no idea how to say your name though. There. Freda Fishy? God, I don't know. I'm sorry. I think the needles are a little bit easier to use than the scatters. So if you've got both, I would go with the needles probably. I don't really know which one you're going to like better, honestly. The thing nice about the needles is you never have to worry about a reload. Now the needles are getting nerfed, so they may or may not be very good recently. I'm not really sure. Wipeout, what's going on? Vabab, what's up, buddy? I don't think you can hear me, can you? Andrew said, did you see some of the clan tests that are almost impossible, like destroy 3 enemies in the first 45 seconds of battle? I think you need a Crisis Reaper for that, honestly. You can do it, but that's going to be very, 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 very hard to do without a Crisis Reaper. Or if you're somebody who's going to the center to try and get a beacon, if there's a whole bunch of players that gather up in the center and there's a big brawl on the beacon right at the start of the game, you might be able to pull that off, but yeah, that's not going to be easy. So Mr. Tusk, gold will still be used for modules, upgrading your weapons. I think promoting your pilots still needed gold, if I remember correctly. What else? What else? There's a few different things we are going to be using gold for, but I'm having a brain fart as to what the other couple things were. Oh, I think there's still some robots or weapons you can buy with gold. So Aurochs, the needles are getting a big nerf and a really big buff. So the shield on the harpoon weapons is going to become much stronger, but they're going to have a little bit more time in between shots. So they might actually be better. I'm not 100% sure. A stronger shield is going to be really good if you really think about it. So needles might be amazing after the nerf and the buff. So they're getting nerfed and buffed at the same time, guys. Persanth, what's going on, buddy? Now, like, if you put some of those harpoon weapons on the Skyrose after they buff those shields, I think that's going to be insane. I think that's going to be super good, honestly. All right, Shane Huff, have a great lunch, buddy. We will catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Prasanth, what's up, man? How is your day going? I think I already just said hello to you, but hey, hello again. But yeah, you know, if you're going between the harpoon weapons and the sonic weapons, that's a very hard choice. I like them both, but I was kind of playing around with both last night. I do think the needle weapons are much easier to use. Because the needles almost, you know, the needles of the harpoon weapons almost have an auto aim. So they almost aim for themselves, which makes them a lot easier. To where if you're lagging just a little bit, sometimes I think you miss the shots on the sonic weapons. Which one actually does more damage per second, I'm not 100% sure. I should actually test it out. Maybe I should do a weapon comparison between those two. Jonathan says the rook is a pineapple, the Raging is a spider, The Indra is a squid. The Invader is a clown. Ophian is a snake. Invader? Why is Invader a clown, my friend? Invader's a spider. Invader's like a super spider. Octopus, squid, yeah. Kraken, he's a Cthulhu. I don't get the whole clown though. That one's throwing me off right there. Unless you just don't like that guy, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Cthulhu, but Eldritch Ares is actually Cthulhu. And I think the Kraken Indra kind of falls in that. I'm surprised they haven't made an Eldritch Nodens at some point. I was actually expecting that. Persan says new Titan and the weapons need a nerf. They are really overpowered. Well, they're nerfing the weapons. I think they need to shorten the range on the Titan, but those weapons are getting a nerf. I think one of them is getting a 15% damage reduction, and the other one was getting either a 10 or a 20% damage reduction. So that's going to be a little bit better. It's going to be hard to know how that really affects them until the thing goes live and we get to try it out on the live server. But I think that's going to be an improvement because, yeah, right now I think they are definitely a little bit too strong. But I think they're going to be way too strong, to tell you the truth. Jonathan says, I wonder if Danny something reaction to video. The little heart's in the way, man. That heart's a pain in the buttocks. But yeah, I've never actually looked at any of the Warrobot stories. I've never followed those, so I don't actually know anything about those, to tell you the truth. Jonathan says annoying YouTube ads. Yeah, you know, YouTube is doing something different with their ads now. I guess they're testing 1 minute long unskippable ads, and they're going to make to where us creators can't control our ads anymore. They just sent something out about it recently where YouTube's going to be like controlling all the advertising. And that's going to be, I don't know how I feel about that, because generally ads aren't really supposed to play on the live streams. They're supposed to be one ad at the beginning and one ad at the end. But I noticed lately they're starting to play ads on the live streams every once in a while. But yeah, they're taking control of the ads. They're not going to let us choose how we want the ads to be anymore, I guess. I need to read a little bit more about that, but I mean, they say it's going to make everybody more money. We'll find out. But us YouTubers do get paid from advertising and being on the videos. If there weren't ads, we wouldn't make any money, guys. So as much as I hate the darn ads, I guess I'm glad they have them. Can I explain what's the new update? Well, I don't think anything yet, but in about 8 more days, the big update's going to hit. So generally, they start updating the game early. So we might see some of the nerfs and buffs pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure when those are going to go through. But as of right now, I don't think we're going to see anything different. But I believe what this new update did is added all the new stuff that's going to be coming up in the next update that goes live. Actually, we got about 6 days left. So all the stuff is in there. They just haven't unlocked it yet. Hopefully that makes sense. So sometimes the nerfs and buffs will go live before the big update hits. Sometimes they wait till after. I'm not really sure when they're planning on releasing the nerfs and the buffs. Or when they're planning on releasing the Kraken. I have no idea when they're going to release the Kraken, but sometime soon. Whoops, I clicked on something I didn't want to click on. Yeah, you know, if you buy the premium, I wish it was, you know, if the premium was like $5 a month, I think it would probably be worth it, but isn't it almost $20 to buy YouTube Premium? That's a little bit expensive. I was looking at it. I thought it would be like $5 or $10. I was like, well, if it's only like $5 or $6, I might go ahead and buy that. But then when I actually saw the price, I was like, oh, that's kind of expensive. I'd rather just watch the ads. Because the thing is, let's just say you have a subscription to this for $10. Then you have another subscription for $20. Then you have another one that's $15. Then another one that's $20. Then another one that's $30. Next thing you know, you've got like $8,000 per month on subscriptions. And yeah, that all adds up pretty fast. A person can only afford so many subscriptions per month. I think these places are charging a little bit too money for a subscription. Alright, so the best guns to use on the Typhon, that's going to be personal preference, but I really like the new grenade launchers. Those seem to be doing very well on there. I really like the pulsars on there. I really like the blights or hazards. I can't remember which one's the medium, but either the blights or hazards, those do really well on there. But the medium radiation weapons are awesome. A lot of people are really enjoying the needle weapons, the spikes, the harpoon weapons. You know, those thingy-dingies that shoot you and stuff. So Aurochs, no matter what I do, I cannot keep my shell alive. I've copied several people's builds exactly, and mine just dies. I don't know how some people have shells that are very, very strong, but mine is not, no matter what I do. What's up? We got old Pothead in the house. Everything's going all right. How are you doing? Arak says, what about the shells more player using because harpoon weapon shield? Yeah, I don't know why they're using the shells. I mean, some people have figured out how to make the shells really hard to kill. Sometimes I wonder if it's somebody hacking because, yeah, my shell is no good. What about being maxed out, buddy? Something about cuz they're almost maxed out. Jonathan says, the War Robot stories are funny. You better watch those on YouTube. I don't really enjoy those. I'm here to play a game, not watch a mini-series. Potheads is playing with another new lens. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it didn't cost $12,000. It's amazing how much some of those camera lenses can cost, I'll tell you. I don't think I've ever had a really high-end lens for a camera. I've always bought like the mid-range ones when I was into photography because, oh my god, you can't afford the good lenses. I mean, some of them are several $1,000s. I don't know how some people can afford all the good lenses. I like the Sigma lenses because they're less expensive and the image quality is just as good as the high-end ones in my opinion. Rise no one. He says no free gift in this update. I'm not sure what you mean by free gift on this update. Not sure, my friend. I'm not sure what kind of free gift you're expecting to get, but if they decide to give out a gift, you'll get one. If they don't decide, then I guess you don't get one. But the main update's not really going to go live for probably about another 6 days or so. For now, the current special delivery event still has about 6 more days on it, so Ryan says this game is so pay to win. Yeah, you kind of gotta either be really patient and very slowly build up an ice hanger, or you gotta spend at least a little bit of money. You can do this game 100% free to play, but you're gonna be you're never gonna be the top player in the game if you're free to play. But you can still really enjoy yourself and have a good time if you do everything correctly. What about a scammer on Discord? Okay, a what pothead? A new Voglander Nakaton? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Alright, so if you can't hear me, you might need to turn your volume up, buddy. Your volume is probably too low on your phone if you're not able to hear me, because there's no possible way to turn myself up any louder unless you want me to sound all distorted and terrible. So Rise, yes, it takes a really long time to do well as a free-to-play player. Would you like me to yell? Was that better? See, it wasn't that much louder when I yelled, was it? He says, keep it up. Andrew says, when you're old, your hearing goes. I don't think they're ever going to add a first-person mode to this game, but you never know. Pothead wants to hear me roar. I'm not a lion, sir. I'm not a lion. What do you think I am? Some sort of wild animal? Not an animal. I am not an animal, sir. I actually talk pretty darn loud on the live streams. I don't know why, because I think it's because I'm wearing headphones when I live stream. He says, tell bus drivers to drive quietly. Alright, so you thought I would put my name, said something I wish they would do is show how much damage each robot does. I'm not really sure how many people would be interested in that, but that's kind of an interesting idea. I kind of wish they would show us our healing and our damage separately, because healing and damage all go into one thing. Like, damage at the end of the battle, I mean, the healing at the end of the battle turns into a damage number. So I'm not really sure why they do that. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It would be cool if they broke some of the things down a little more in the stats. That would be awesome. But yeah, right now there's a lot of things I wish they would change a little bit differently. Like, for example, if you go to the Heimdall Titan, it doesn't even mention that Heimdall has a physical shield in the description, nor does it tell you how many hit points that physical shield has. That's something that should probably be in there, right? Why does it not explain that he has a physical shield? Don't you kind of need to know that, right? That's something I'm pretty sure you need to know. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me that seems like that's some pretty important information, and yeah, they're not giving us that important information. What I want to know is why that's not in there. Hey, it's Missy Sky. What's up? How you doing? Everything going good? MB says they're changing coins to these package thingies. I don't know what you mean by coins and package thingies. Are you talking about like the event tokens, or... Let me look at the daily deals. I'll see if I can figure out what you're talking about. Coins. I see some pretty good daily deals, some pretty cheap deals. Gizzy says, I paid $5 at this game and I got extremely good, but before I paid those $5, it was so hard to get money in games. I don't think $5 is really enough to buy you enough stuff to get good at the game. I could be wrong, but $5 will get you a little bit of something here and there, but nothing too crazy. Ah. Sorry your shoulder not doing well, Missy Scott. That sucks. Hopefully it gets better soon. It's not fun, like, when things hurt or having health problems or issues. It's not fun at all. It really sucks, honestly. Sorry to hear you're having issues there. That's awful. Awful, awful. MB says, look at the patch notes. Where would I find the patch notes? Is that in the game news? Let me see. Let's see if it's in the game news. They post so many things at so many different places. It's hard to figure out where they're posting what. No, not in the game news. I'm not sure which patch note you're talking about exactly, but MB says, I have 6,500 memoriam. Should I wait for a discount? Well, you know, if you're going to upgrade a pilot, I mean, they normally do have those pilot upgrade days where you get a cheaper price. So if you don't need to upgrade your pilot right now, it might not be a bad idea to wait until they have a pilot upgrade day. Because if you can save, you know, if you can save a few dollars or a few resources, that's always good. MB says they're decreasing the memoriam cost by 25%. Good. I hope they decrease the microchip cost as well, because that stuff's too expensive in my opinion. I feel like the microchips cost way too much. But you know, that's just my opinion, I guess. Ah, Missy Scott, you've got rheumatoid arthritis, huh? Yeah. I heard that's not a lot of fun. I'm sorry to hear that. Jonathan, why are you saying something is weird, my man? What is something and what is weird about that something? What is the thing and why is it weird? I'm not sure if I want to know, but yeah. Inquiring minds would like to know. Well, Gizzy, if that $5 helped you that much, that's awesome. I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with spending a few dollars on a game that you really like. I mean, if you can spend a few bucks and get a lot of fun out of it, hey, spending 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks every once in a while is definitely not a bad thing. If you look at how much most people spend on a hobby, right? If you spend a $5 here or there, no big deal. Arox says the microchips are very hard to get. Yes, I agree. I think they should be much easier to get or cheaper. Missy Scott, if they're not sure, why are they giving you medication for something if they're not sure that's what you have? That sounds like a very bad way to go about things, because if that's not it and you're taking that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. I think I would find a different doctor. Gizzy, I'll have a live stream on Thursday. I do Thursday and... So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. Trying to this is my brain. All right. Cossack spinning. He's got a broken brain. His brain is weird, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. All right, Gizzy, take it easy. I stuttered. Stuttered. Sorry about that, everybody. I sound like the Forrest Gump. Sometimes I get all mumble jumbled up on my words. Especially if I'm trying to talk fast. I can't talk very fast or that happens. Don't know why, but if I talk fast, I get all kinds of jumbled up. Five MCs per 10 beacon cap. What is... Oh, you're talking about the little... Yeah, they don't give enough of those resources, do they? You're talking about the little daily task or whatever. Yeah, they need to give out more of that stuff, in my opinion. Missy Scott says, and I, Forrest Gump. There's a Warwatch player we play with. His name is Forrest Gump. I don't think that's his real name, but that's what he goes by in the game. Yeah, I think they better figure out what you have going on before they give you medication. Like with me, I've got the autoimmune disease, but they don't know which one. They know my immune system is attacking my body, but they can't pinpoint why. Therefore, they don't want to give me a bunch of medicine because they say different medicines treat different autoimmune diseases. And if they just give me some random thing in hopes that it works, that could do more harm than good. So you gotta really be careful taking medication if they're not 100% sure what's causing your problems. I hope you're not going to be like me and they just can't figure it out for year after year after year after year. These doctors are terrible. The problem is I can't find a doctor that's willing to dig into it. They want to bring you in for 1 or 2 visits. And then ship you off somewhere else. Just, well, let somebody else deal with it, you know. It's the same thing. Doctor after doctor just ships you off and wants somebody else to deal with it. So I hope you don't end up having the same problems I have with the doctors, because it's not a lot of fun. Abdul, how you doing today? Best pilot skills for Indra. Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know offhand. Honestly, I don't have an Indra pilot leveled up, so I can't really tell you what skills to put on there. I'm not even really sure which skills are available. But if I were doing Indra, I would be doing any speed skills, durability skills, and damage. Like some of those durability skills, you got to be very careful because they only give you like 1 or 2% durability, so... Jonathan says, women have stronger immune systems than men. Sup, Tango? A pain in the rump roast. Never heard that one before. Pain in the rump roast. Yeah, you know, a topical thing's probably not too bad, but I don't know about taking a pill for stuff that they can't really tell you if it's what you have. All right, Gizzy's back. Welcome back for the next 3 minutes. MB says cap. Missy Scott says, I was born with lupus and it killed my immune system. What's really weird about me is, you know, even though my immune system attacks my body and stuff, like I have a very strong immune system. I never get sick. Like it fights everything off. Now, some of the blood tests show that my immune system is supposed to be low. I have like low antibodies, but for some reason it's like extra strong. And if I take medication, half the time my immune system doesn't like the medication and starts fighting the medication. It's crazy. MB, I get the every couple of years I end up with a sinus infection, but I never really get colds. I have really bad sinus problems, but I don't get colds. I don't get the flus. Luckily, I never got the COVID. Knock on wood. So I can remember once in the last 15 years being really sick. Now, I might have the occasional day or two where I feel terrible just out of the blue for no reason, but I'm not sure what causes that. But no, I don't really get colds, but I do get really bad sinuses constantly. My sinuses are always wrecked. I think that's probably actually allergies. Alright, so what if I put 2 squalls and 1 Avora on the Minos? I don't think it would be the most ideal setup, but it would definitely work if you need it to. Like I said, when you match those weapons like that and the reloads are not really the same, that's going to get a little bit weird because some are going to be shooting where others are reloading, and then that's going to give you a little bit of a problem. But overall, it'll work pretty good, I would say. I mean, if you've got something else, 3 matching weapons would be better, but MB says, I haven't thrown up in ages. Unfortunately, my sinuses, they drain sometimes. And I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I feel sick and I'll like throw up a bunch of sinus and then I feel fine. Hey, if it works for you, you run it, right? If it's working, run it. White blood cells need evolution, bro. I don't exactly know what that means. I actually have extremely high monocyte levels in my blood, which are the meanest, nastiest blood cells that come out to fight off diseases. So I guess my monocytes are working overtime for some reason. MB wants to know, should he do an Indra or a Luchador? Personally, I mean, this is going to be a personal preference choice, but right now I like the Indra better. I can't remember if the Luchador was on the nerf list or not. Is Luchador being nerfed? Guys, refresh my memory. Maybe somebody here remembers, because I don't. I mean, we won't really know what happens for sure until the changes go live, but I know they've been testing out these things on the test server. All right, Jonathan, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by, and yeah, catch you next time. See ya, bud. Missy Scott says a cheese booger. Nobody likes no cheeseburgers. Get your cheeseburger out of here. Oh, it's getting a buff? Oh, wait a second. A 2-second longer jump and a 2-second shorter shield. Ah, yeah, that's right. They were nerfing the shield on that. I don't know. I would hold off on building any Titans until the nerfs and buffs happen, because I think Heimdall is going to be really awesome. We won't know until we get to play it, but they're supposed to be buffing the Heimdall, which I think is going to be a big improvement. The ultimate defense 4 seconds to 6 seconds, but the cooldown increase. I don't know what IIRC is, but I can't even say it. IIRC. I sound like a seal or something. What's up, Tango? What do you got going on, buddy? How's your day? You know, I think Aether is a pretty cool Titan MB. It's problem with the Aether though is the Reaper Crisis will tear it to pieces, and so will the new Titan weapons. So my Aether does wonderful until one of those things pop out to smash it. I actually tried to put the new weapons on the Aether, and I really didn't like it very much. Missy Scott says you got the stutters today. And well, that's not a very nice thing to say, Missy Scott. Why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so mean, Missy Scott? So mean to me. So mean. Oh my God. She's mean. Making fun of somebody because they got the stutters. But I'll tell you what, though. I really do like playing the Indra. I know the Indra was supposed to be getting some nerfs, but I think they're going to reverse some of it, so... I think the Indra is still going to be really cool after the update. I think Luchador will still be pretty good, but probably not as good. Alright, so an angler with 2 ardent spears and a heavy laser and needle. Yeah, I mean, those would all work together pretty good, I would say. I might try to replace the laser with something else if possible, but yeah, that's not a bad setup. Missy Scott, I would have rather you called me that. What's up, Potato? Alright, so Fenrir is amazing if you have a Bernadette Wolf pilot to put on it. If you don't have a Bernadette Wolf pilot, Fenrir kind of sucks. So I guess that really depends on whether or not you have that pilot to put on there. MB, what's wrong with level 3 and 4, my friend? Did they make it really hard today? Potato, it's going good, bud. How about yourself? Yeah, that Bernadette Wolf pilot gives Fenrir 60% more durability, so I think that's really important to have. If you take that pilot off of there, it feels really squishy. So 50% more hit points or 60% more hit points is a big deal. I mean, that makes a world of difference. Ah, 500 platinum. I need to start doing the extermination thing more. I don't really mess with it too much. I did just recently I finally bought a second hangar so I could do the extermination, but it's hard to find time because the extermination takes almost an hour to get through, I've noticed. I mean, I think the spear and the needles work really good together, but I don't think the laser works well with the other two weapons. Now, spear is going to be getting a nerf on the next update, so I'm not really sure how good those are going to be after the next update. Those might kind of suck, honestly. I'm not 100% sure, though. Potato, you are welcome, buddy. Alright, Jamil says the old reliables are going to be good to play after the nerf. The Invader, Ravena, Fenrir, and Harpoon and Skyros. Oh, yes. You know, Fenrir and Invader often stay in my hangar all the time. I probably play those two more robots than anything. Like right now I got Ophium, Fenrir, Invader, Lynx, and Angler. I've been thinking about putting my ball back in. Because Skyros is great for beacons. Missy Scott, it looks like we're going to get some rain today as well. I hope it's not too bad. I'm not sure if we're supposed to have storms or just rain, but it looks like a rainy day. Hello, Carson Gaming YouTube. He says Canada says hello. Well, hello there, Canada. So Tangle, we got the update today, but I'm not sure when the new features are going to start unlocking. Sometime in the next 6 to 7 days, we're probably going to start seeing some of the new features unlock. I mean, the nerfs or the buffs could go live any day now, but I'm not really sure when they're going to do that. I don't think Skyros is getting nerfed. I don't remember Skyros being on the list of nerfs. You know, Crisis is always stuck. My Fenrir is always stuck. My Invader is always stuck. My Cossack's always stuck. You name it, it's always stuck. Every darn robot I play is stuck on something. I'm telling you. Hey, Quan, what's going on? But if you guys got some questions, feel free to ask. We'll try and see if we can get you a interesting answer. You know, I'm surprised more people don't show up to the question and answer streams. I guess people don't like question and answers anymore because not a lot of people are coming out to these things. Why ain't nobody coming out to my Q&A streams? I figured that would be something people would really like. Maybe I'm going to have to reevaluate what time my viewers are on. And see if I need to change the time of the live streams or something. YouTube should actually tell me when the majority of my viewers are on. Potato says it's on a Tuesday. Yeah, you know, that might have something to do with it. I don't know. Let me get on YouTube and see what time most of my viewers are on. This does change from time to time. So if I go to YouTube Studio and I go over to Analytics, Audience, yeah, it tells me most of my viewers are on from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. So this is the time that YouTube is telling me the most of my viewers are normally online. I kind of have a weird feeling that that's incorrect. I don't know, but I just got a really weird feeling that that's bogus. Not sure. I don't know if we can trust YouTube sometimes, guys. But according to them, this is a really good time for me to be live streaming today. It actually says I should start my stream at 10 a.m. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll start it at 10 and see what happens. Wait, today's Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday. This says I should stream at 9 a.m. for the... I don't know. Maybe next week I'll start it early just to see if more people show up. But most of my viewers are from the United States or India. Like right now, I usually start at 11:30. I mean, we're all in different time zones, but right for me, it's 12:39 p.m. right now. Wow, we've been doing this for over an hour? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Potato says, that's funny because those are my school hours. Carson says, I know a lot of your viewers are on at night. Not according to YouTube. YouTube must not know what they're talking about, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe I should message YouTube and be like, hey, can you reset this thing and see if it changes? Carson says, I talked to them on other PPM streams. I don't know what a PPM stream is, but... Quan says, here's a question. They keep buffing the Heimdall. Will the next one finally stick? They keep trying to make this Titan happen. I don't really know, my friend, but I have a feeling the Heimdall is going to be pretty good. I've got high hopes for this one. Maybe the Heimdall is going to be really awesome after this. Don't know for sure, but I've just got a feeling I'm going to really enjoy playing it. I just wish I could afford to level up Titans for all of my pilots. They don't want to make that easy, do they? Jamil says, this is my after dinner chill. Potato said that actually isn't true. What's not true, my friend? Jamil said it's 8:40 p.m. for him. Oh, it's getting late for you, buddy. Tango, yes, I have a Discord server. Normally in my videos, if you drop down the description, you'll find a link to join the Discord server. I usually stop in to say hello and answer a few questions here and there, but I think there's a few people that are pretty active daily. I spend most of my time focusing on answering people's comments on YouTube because I often get several hundred comments per day on YouTube. And a lot of them are people asking questions, so I probably spend between 2 and 4 hours per day just answering YouTube comments, so... Or at least going through them, trying to find the ones I need to answer. Alright, Potato, have a great day. So, Aurochs, I think that means almost 7 p.m. for you. Yeah, Tango, you are more than welcome to join the Discord. Hopefully the link works. I had a link in the old videos that stopped working, so I had to replace it with a new link. But any of my newest videos should have the new Discord link on it. I'm not sure about the live streams, but I know the videos should. But yeah, YouTube decided to cancel my links, the jerks. I mean Discord, not YouTube, Discord. All right. Hey, Kron, how's your day going today? Yeah, maybe next week I'll actually try and do a question and answer live stream later in the day. I don't know. I mean, all my streams are kind of earlier in the day, so maybe one of these days I should try and do something later just to see how it goes. But normally the problem for me is I don't feel well because I got all those health issues. I don't feel good and I start getting really tired later in the day. That's why I don't normally stream later. And it's not fun streaming when you feel like crap. I was doing like a Monday night stream there for a while. I think it was Monday night, but I felt so horrible. I'm like, I got to stop doing this because I was like, I feel like crap, you know. Tango, what link did you click on? Was it on a new video or was it on the live stream? That would be very important for me to know. If it was on one of the new videos and it still expired, that means somebody... Okay. Can you try to go to like the video I posted yesterday and see if that works? Then let me know. Bjorn says, please don't. This is around dinner time for me. I would get bored during cooking. Cooking is never boring. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're making, but that seems like a pretty, something to keep you busy. Chopping up them potatoes and dicing them onions. What's up, me? Alright, so I like the Glaven Lance on the Aether. Now, me, I wanna make something very clear there about the Aether, though. I really like the Aether. It is a very good Titan, but the new Titan weapons with the 800 meter range or the Crisis Reapers will take you out very, very, very fast on the new Titan. If you can avoid being shot by those two things, the Aether does really well with the Lancing Glaives. So you got to be very aware of what's on the battlefield and when you're going up in the air. What's my favorite map? I guess the moon. I really like the moon map for some reason. I guess that's the only map I actually like. I don't like the aircraft carrier. I think that one sucks. I don't like Yamato because it's too darn big. And I don't like the Dreadnought map. The rest of them are okay, but I don't love them. But I do like the moon map for some reason. Tango, very cool. Glad it worked. I'll have to try and make a new thing for the live stream with the link. When I go to schedule my live streams, it just lets me reuse the old schedule or the old stream. and then I just changed the thumbnail or changed the title. So it's still pulling up the old link. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Kron says, I don't care for Dreadnought either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it, but there's just something about it I don't like. I think a really cool big giant alien spaceship is kind of neat, but I like the idea behind it, but for some reason I don't enjoy playing on the map. But I don't know why. Bjorn, have a good dinner, buddy. Catch you later. Autobots roll out. Kron likes the power plant. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Alright, so Quan does not like the Dead City. I don't really mind that one. MB says, I hate Yamantau. Yeah. I was kind of hoping they would never bring Yamantau back, but unfortunately they did. They brought the darn thing back, guys. I was like, Yamantau, please never come back. And then, you know, eventually it showed back up. I was sad. $92% of my viewers are males. 7.4% is females. 20, 40, 60, 70% of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 45 years old, according to YouTube. How does it know? How does it know that? I don't know. What percentage is unknown? What unknown? What, my viewers? Percentage of what exactly? The country they're from, or? I don't see anything that says unknown exactly. Let me click the see more button. It's no longer showing me the unknown category. Yeah, that's not on there, actually. It used to tell you that. It no longer does. Weird. MB says, I have a riper For some reason, I always mess up the name when I say Crisis Reaper, right? Yeah, you know, the Reaper Crisis is very good on Yamantau. That's the one thing that you can just rip people up with. Holy crap, there are 600,000 people waiting for Apple. I can't read that because the heart's in the way. Somebody's live stream. I wish there were 600,000 people waiting for my live stream. That would be crazy. Old Pothead wants to know, what is Apple Wonderlust? I would guess some sort of YouTube channel. I'm not sure who that is, but they must be pretty popular if there's 600,000 people waiting. That's actually pretty crazy. I'm looking at something. Okay. YouTube actually shows me what my viewers are searching for. Interesting. A lot of my viewers are looking for Fenrir. A lot of them are looking for Newton videos. Well, maybe I'll make a Newton video. Maybe I'll make another Fenrir video. I don't know. Newton's pretty crazy. Oh, the live stream from the company Apple. Gotcha. People like their Apple stuff. Jamil, I think if you have those AI or bots viewing your account, YouTube will ban your channel, so. That's a very dangerous thing to do, is use those. They will get you. So Tango, they would both teleport, but they would both meet on a location that I don't know how the game would decide. I think they would probably, I don't know what they would do, but they would teleport to each other. They would teleport somewhere and they would land face to face. I think. Because let's just say I teleport to a scorpion that was teleporting back home, and he teleported before I teleported, I would still follow him to wherever he was going. That's a very confusing thing to explain. MB, I'm always playing old bots, my friend. Unless you're talking about, like, really crappy old bots. But I play a lot of old bots, man. Those are my favorites. I ain't talking about, like, Kumahos, but... Flat Earth, how's it going? Yeah, there's definitely an update, but I don't think anything's live on the update yet. They're updating to get things ready for when the update does go live. Metal Gaming says, is it worth buying 5% extra durability for 10,000 gold? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but 5% extra durability isn't very much. If it's a really high hit point robot like a Revenant or a Fenrir or an Invader, 5% adds up. But if it's something like a Mender, something with average hit points, I would say 5%'s not going to be noticeable. What's up, Dark Matter? So the rebalance hasn't happened yet. I mean, we don't really know. As far as I know, the rebalance hasn't happened yet. I don't think any of those nerfs or buffs are actually live unless they... Let me look on the game news and see if they've posted anything about that. But as far as I know, they haven't gone live yet. I haven't looked at the game news today, though. War Robots game news. Nah, it's not saying anything about that happening yet, so I don't think those changes have taken place. I mean, I still think that Luchador is going to be good, but, you know, not as good. I think I can only speculate, but I think if you currently like the Luchador, you'll still like him. Pretty sure. What are you guys talking about there with Ghost? Oh, Typhon. Yeah, the Ghost skill makes Typhon really fast. It's a lot of fun, actually. I run the Ghost skill on my Typhon. Like, it's kind of hard to play that robot these days, I think. But, man, it's fun to be really fast like that. Tango, no. Tridents are not very good weapons. I would not recommend getting a Trident. I played those recently because I was really hoping they would be better, but no, they're not very good, unfortunately. MB says, I'm going to save my Memoriam. Yeah, I would definitely save it until something important comes up. Yeah, RX, I'm not really sure how good the Seraph's going to be. I have a bad feeling it's going to be pretty lousy. Dark, yeah, I mean, I guess Luchador really doesn't need the nerf, but I think what it is people get the repair amplifier stacked up on the Luchador and it's becoming almost unkillable. So I'm thinking the repair amplifiers are the reason they're nerfing it, because it's too darn strong once it gets those... Oh, hiccup. Sorry about that. I had a hiccup. I haven't had a hiccup in years. Hopefully I don't have more of those. I don't like the hiccups. So Jamel, the shield's not gonna last as long on the Luchador. I think that's it. I think they're just taking away some of the not the durability, but the duration of the shield. MB, I like the Veyrons a little bit better on the Indra. Those are still my go-to. Oh, so they're also changing the cooldown. Gotcha. I think it'll still be pretty good, though. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Dark says, my Luchador gets clapped by Rooks and Newtons. Yeah, Newtons are pretty messed up. I don't think they... Well, they are nerfing those new weapons, so maybe it won't be so bad. I think those new weapons are getting like a 15% decrease. One of them might have been getting a 20% decrease in damage. But yeah, the Newton's messed up, I'll tell you that. The Newton is messed up. That thing should not have an 800 meter range. That thing should have like a 300 meter range. I don't know. I mean, it is super squishy, but still, it's crazy. I think just about everything is getting one-shotted by the Newtons. I'm kind of wondering if some of the Newtons are hacking, because Sometimes a Newton will pick me up and it shoots me with those new weapons, and it will actually kill my Rook, which has fresh, brand new shields. That's not supposed to happen. Because I actually have to, if I pick up another Rook with my Newton and I shoot it with both weapons, the actual weapons and the built-in weapon, it does very little damage to it. And then I have to shoot it with the second round, and that still doesn't normally kill it. So I'm not sure why mine's getting picked up and killed instantly right through the brand new shields. That's got to be somebody hacking. I'm not really sure though. Punisher said it's the weapons, not the Newton. Well, the Newton does have that really strong projectile plus the weapons. I think the mix between those two things and being able to pick you up makes it really deadly. But Newton does die super easy. What's going on, Punisher? How you doing today? Hey, Joey. Everything's going all right. Nice to see you guys. Quickie Fine, how are you? He says, Whereabouts have a lot of hackers. Yeah, unfortunately, they're working on something, guys. I can't give out any information other than I do believe they are working on something. They are trying to find a way to make an anti-cheat system work really well. They are working on it. I am not allowed to give out any further information. I just know they're working on something. But yeah, I mean, if you see hackers or you think somebody's a hacker, report them. If somebody gets enough reports, they do look into it. So they got to get a lot of reports because there's a lot of people out there who unfortunately say, oh, that team beat me. I'm going to report everybody on the other team just because I lost, right? I actually know a guy who would report other players just because he didn't like what robot or what weapons they were using. There's so many false reports coming in, it's hard for the report system to work. But that's one of the reasons why it's so hard for them to ban the actual hackers is people keep doing fake reports just because they don't like something or they get a little bit butthurt over something. Unless you're 100% sure somebody's hacking, don't report people. That messes the whole thing up. Dark, you don't think the game will be around for another year? Yeah, I don't know. We shall have to wait and see, right? Nobody knows what the future will hold, that's for sure. I mean, basically, if they're going to ban somebody for reports, I think they have to go in there and look at that person's account. So, just to make sure. Because the thing is, just because you're being reported doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. So, they actually have to check it out, if you really think about it. Joey, did I say what? I don't think so. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that word before in my entire life. So no. No, I did not say whatever that is you just said there. Alright, Quincy, you're not liking the little big robots? No, I don't like it too much either. I mean, it's fun every once in a while, but it's not something I would really want to play daily. They got Dino Wars. They got, what else do they got? They own My Games, which is a gaming platform. They got that new game that's not really released yet, but kind of is on Steam. Warbots Frontiers. So I don't know, I mean, I guess they got a lot of stuff going on. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen with Frontiers when it's actually released, if people are going to start playing it or not. Corona, I agree. If you have over 20,000 victories, you probably shouldn't be in the lower leagues. Unless your robots suck. I mean, if you're playing like a level 6 hanger, maybe. Tango says, how do you know if somebody is hacking? Well, there are some players where it's 100% apparent. You can tell they're doing something they're not supposed to be. And then there's the players that you're pretty darn sure that they're doing way too much damage or they're too hard to kill, but you don't know for sure. So those ones are kind of hard. But if you're like, something was really, really weird about that, then sometimes it's okay to report people, but you got to be really sure. A flying nether, yeah, if you see a flying nether, you know that's probably a hacker, unless another robot kicked him up across the map. I mean, there are some robots that will send you flying across the map, right? Like if you get hit by a shell or a luchador or something, sometimes you go flying. So you do got to take that into consideration. I mean, more than likely, if it's a flying shell that's hacking, it's going to be flying around the entire game. You're probably not going to see somebody, just fly across the map once. That's probably not a hacker. That was probably just something weird. Dark Matter says, Luchador needs a legendary pilot. I'm surprised they haven't made, well, truth is, I wouldn't be surprised if they start making more pilots for the older Titans. I think we'll probably see that eventually. Don't quote me on that, but pretty sure. Ah, Quincy's waiting for a mini kid. I don't know if they're going to make one of those, but we do have a mini Minos coming out on a couple of days. That new robot, to me, it's a mini Minos. We're going to have to call that robot Mini Me. Yeah, Punisher, I hate the blinding stuff. I totally wish they would get rid of all the blinding stuff as well. That's the worst. Remove the blinding. Thank you. Blinding is so terrible. Yeah, if you see a flying Arthur, that's not supposed to happen. Aurochs, we don't really know, buddy. We're going to have to wait until it goes live and play it before we know if the Heimdall buff makes it worthwhile. But once the buff goes live, that's one of the first things I plan on testing out is the Heimdall to find out. Because I hope it's awesome. Tango, we don't really know, my friend. Different parts of the update go live on different days. Normally, whenever they decide that they're going to make the nerfs and buffs live, they'll usually announce it the day before or something like that. So sometime soon, but I'm not 100% sure when. Uh, 213 Nether is definitely getting nerfed a little bit. I'm not 100% sure what exactly they're going to do to him, but what they were proposing to do to it doesn't sound good. I don't think the Nether is going to be that great afterwards, but we'll find out. Angelo, he says, my only birth? My only bith? What is a bith? I don't know what a bith is. A bith or a birth? Whatever that says there. I'm bad at reading, or maybe that's a typo. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you know, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about the Titan pilots being hard to upgrade. If I want to upgrade pilots, I guess I'm going to have to start buying Memoriam. I mean, it's not expensive. The Memoriam is pretty inexpensive. I guess what I'm going to have to do is when I get paid, once a month I get paid, so I'm going to have to see how much I get and see if I can set aside $10 or $20 or $30 every month to buy Memoriam with. Depends on how much YouTube gives me that month, you know. Tango says, the only thing that Mech Arena needs to do is add more hangars. Grip. Oh, gripe. I think you're saying gripe. Gotcha. Quickie says, I've never been killed by a Newton. Really? Man, those things kick my butt all the time. I don't like those. Dark, please don't talk about the Fenrir like that. Please don't talk about the Fenrir like that. Actually, the thing is, though, if you take the pilot off of the Fenrir, it sucks. So I don't think they're ever going to buff the Fenrir. I wouldn't be surprised if someday they nerf the pilot, though. Or rebalance the Fenrir. I don't know. I'm not sure why they would buff the Fenrir because it's a very strong robot. If they do rebalance it, I have a bad feeling it's going to be a negative rebalance for him. MB says, yo, your angler slow is the nerf live. The nerfs aren't live as far as I know. So Dark, what do you put on your Fenrir? Try the Bernadette Wolf pilot and 2 repair amplifiers. Make sure you're running durability skills on the pilot. It should stay alive. Also run healing modules or that new conduit thing. Mine normally does pretty good. I don't really see the Fafnir being buffed. You never know. I mean, they might at some point, but I don't think that's coming anytime soon. But I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong, but I'm not expecting it, honestly. Angler is just slow. I mean, when it first came out, it was faster, but I think they've buffed it 2 or 3 times now, so it's just a slow robot. Nerfed it. They've nerfed it 2 or 3 times. Alright guys, so we're going to end this thing in about 10 more minutes. So if you guys got last minute questions, like I was planning on ending it at 20 minutes ago, but yeah, Tango, I think they should give us more Memoriam and microchips as battle rewards and daily prizes and whatnot. That would be awesome. Alright, so Quickie says the Nethers is strong. Yeah, unfortunately, that is something they're planning on downgrading. How much they're going to downgrade it, we won't know for sure until the nerf goes live, but they're planning on doing something to it. $213 says I won a rook in the giveaway, but I can't level it up because I'm free to play. I'm not really sure how hard it is to get the platinum as a free to play player. No one's really ever really talked much about that. Hee hee, lol, yes, they are probably doing some things on the test server, testing out the nerfs and stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be exactly like that when it goes live, but they may shorten the ability, I'm not 100% sure. On the test server, they change things and test things out to decide what they want to do, and then eventually it goes live after they test it out on the test server. But I'm not exactly sure what their plans are going to be for that thing when it goes live yet. It's probably going to be similar to the test server, but it could be a little different. But yeah, we won't know for sure until the nerfs and buffs and stuff actually happen. All we can do is kind of speculate and guess by what they're doing with stuff on the test server right now. A Strider. I'm not a big fan of the Strider. I've never been able to play that robot. Yeah, I'm not the person to ask about a Strider because I actually know nothing about that little guy. The only thing I know about the Strider is I've never been good with it. I suck with Strider. Me and Strider don't work out so well. Strider is not my friend. Not my friend at all. What about the microchips, buddy? You're talking about the prices, or? I mean, we can say as much stuff as we want to them. We can say as much stuff as we want to them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're ever going to listen to what we're saying, so. Most of us have told them our exact opinions about a lot of things, but they just do what they want to do. So it normally doesn't help when we tell them how we feel about stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, they just don't listen normally. So MB likes the Vajras on the Indra. Yeah, Vajras are cool. I'm not... Last time I played them, I didn't feel like they did as good, and I switched back to the Avoras. I like them better myself. They're both very good. But, you know, everybody likes different things, so we all have different playing styles. I like both weapons, but for me, the Avoras work better. I think they're nerfing, though. Aren't they nerfing the Avoras, though? I don't know. It's really going to be interesting to see how everything is after they nerf it all. All right, guys. 5 more minutes on the live stream. But yeah, Maha, Vajra, and Vajras do a lot of damage at close range. Like Pothead says, Pixonic is a business, so they are out to make as much money as possible. They want your money. I actually wonder how much it costs to keep this game running, because I know for a fact the servers cost a fortune. The servers are very expensive to keep running. They got to buy all the equipment to make the games, and they got to pay for the employees, the rent, the electric bills. I do wonder how much it costs them to run this every month. I've always wanted to know, how much does it cost these games to run? I mean, I know they probably charge us more than they need to, but how much does this game cost to keep going? MB, I don't feel like Indra really needs a buff. They were actually talking about nerfing the Indra, and my understanding is they're not going to nerf it now. But if I play the Indra right now, I feel it does very good. Another thing is, though, if the Newton picks it up, you can go into the phase shift mode. So they're good for dealing with the Newtons. I don't know what a ROI is, but I have a feeling what that is. So I would also like to see it. No, I haven't really got around to playing the Battle of Titans again. I've got a very bad memory. I need to check that out again one of these days, but no, I just haven't got around to it. I've been pretty busy. Too many YouTube channels keep me way too busy. Yeah, I don't like World of Tanks, Quickie. I've played that before. Not my thing. To me, it's really boring. I have a really hard time finding games that I like. That's my problem, is finding games that I like is hard. Especially games that I like and then I want to continue playing for a while. What's up, your turn? How's it going? Unfortunately, you're coming right at the end of the stream. Ah, return on investment. Gotcha. But there's only been a couple games that I can remember actually playing long term. So this game, CSR2 Racing, I did play League of Legends for several years, which I don't really play anymore. And I used to play a game called Lords Mobiles for a few years, but Most games I play and I like for a little while, then I get bored of them and I stop. But for some reason, this game has kept me hooked. So I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but this game is, for some reason, kept my interest for a really long time. Oh yeah, 2 Wonder Workers on Luchador would be really good, actually. Last Day on Earth. I've seen that game. I don't really know much about it. It doesn't really look like something I would be into. MB was playing RuneScape. I don't think I've ever played RuneScape. Not that I can remember. I might have downloaded that once and found out that it wasn't like the ad and then I stopped playing it. Something like that. Quickie said he got his progress lost. That sucks up. That sucks. What a game. War Robots? Like, whatever game you lost your progress, I would contact them as soon as possible and talk to game support. See if they can fix you up, because you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen at all. Somebody's calling me Granny. Is that who I think it is? I'm guessing that's somebody, but I could be wrong. You got... Okay, it was the World of Tanks Blitz. Yeah, I'm glad you sent a ticket, and I hope they fix you up soon, because it's no fun losing your progress. Granny won game. I'm not sure what that means. Unfortunately, y'all are coming right at the end of the stream, though. I've been streaming longer than I need to. I need to get up and do some stuff at the moment, so I am over stream time and running behind. I'm running behind. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for a video tomorrow. I got an idea of something to do for tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, Granny is a game. Okay. Somebody I know used to call me Granny Lightning every once in a while because I went to bed early, so he would call me Granny. So I was like, oh, maybe you changed your name, but okay. Alright, everybody. It is time for me to get out of here. Thank you so much for coming out to the live stream. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you watching my videos. Anybody who's a channel member, thank you for the extra support. I really appreciate it. But I got to get going, so thank y'all so much. I'll be back on Thursday for a gameplay live stream and Saturday for a gameplay live stream. So hope to see you guys there. Don't forget to hit that like button before you go. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. All right. You guys are awesome. But that's going to be it for the day. We will catch you later. Have a great day, guys. See ya.